Hello, Cancer. Welcome to the show. We're doing a freestyle read today, just picking some cards and seeing what comes out. For the upcoming month for Cancer, please. And I talk to my audience like I talk to my friends, so welcome, welcome. Page of Pentacles. Here we go, Cancer. Starting things off with a brand new, fresh outlook. Maybe it's a new start, new apartment, new look, new design, new paycheck, something fresh. You call back on a job. And Three of Swords. Something painful had to have happened to bring about this new start. Nine of Wands. But the defenses are coming down. It's almost like it was stationary to that particular past event. I'm going to get a little bit more on these cards for us real quick. Tell me more about the Three of Swords for Cancer. Three of Swords. Something seemed to have not been going anywhere because of somebody's negative outlook or attitude. Like screeching a car to a halt, right? So I'm getting your energy being the heartbreak. So this other person's energy was the negative. But it was matched, right? It's almost like they had to have gotten it from somewhere. Were you, Dad? I learned it from watching you. So in a sense, in this past instance, it's almost like we put the nail in the coffin. And the inability to move forward also. The halt. There's this Ten of Cups when I split the deck, and I don't know what that's about necessarily unless it's time to move on to the other cards. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I want more on the Page of Pentacles, please. More on the Page of Pentacles. It's a forward movement. And I pulled two cards, so there's another card on the back of the deck. I love freestyle reads, right? They tell me so much about everything because I'm not leaving it open to structure. So there's a new start. There's a new gung-ho kind of energy propelling or pushing you forward based in profound self-love or passion or understanding, deep emotions like I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm worth kind of thing. And I'm going to go get it. I'm not going to sit here for too long. I'm not going to stay stagnant. I'm not going to say butt my head against the same old wall over and over again. I'm going to move forward. This Nine of Wands right here. I want more on the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles, it seems like there's not a lot of people in your corner. There's not a lot of people working for you or just on the same page in general. But you're open to new options. See, with the Nine of Wands here in reverse, it's like you're not being very defensive. You're not walling off other people's estranged opinions, things you wouldn't have normally fallen for, or taken seriously. You would have done things your way, but you're opening the door, you're opening up a little bit to perspectives that are unlike your own. They don't seem to be on the same page as you. They don't seem to be working for the same goal as you. But we're going to take a couple of these points and perspectives and we're going to apply them. I'm not closed off. I'm kind of open to taking these structures and applying them to my own resources and stories, right? So it seems to be pretty positive. More on the Nine of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so it's not long term. All right. So this isn't a long-term building situation with the Queen of Wands here. Very arrogant, very do as I say, not as I do, wishy-washy, kind of not very faithful energy. Not something you want to build with, not something you want to stick around for, but you're open to the thoughts, the ideas, the methods. It's a lot better than having your blindfold on, right? Just expand your horizon a little bit. I want to know a little bit more about the upcoming energies for my Cancer. We kind of got past, present, and future, but I want to extend the reading a little bit past this month. I want to extend it to the future. It's like, where's this path headed? If it's not headed all the way, and it's only here for a season, this energy, where are you headed in the future, long term? I mean, you only have yourself to live with, right? Okay, that's two. Can I have one more, please? No? Stubborn. Okay, so the blindfold is coming off with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Justice. There's going to be some controversies set at ease. There's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel for all these legal proceedings. If you're stuck in contracts or legal proceedings, you're not going to have to be waiting around for it for long, or you're not waiting for it anymore. Oh, I've got the Magician in reverse. There seemed to be some sort of underhanded issues. I got some underhanded energies. And the Two of Wands. Okay, so hopscotch. Looks like a dangerous game of leapfrog. Okay, so there's some hesitation here, right? With the Two of Swords, there seems to be a decision-making opportunity for you where you're weighing out the pros and cons of a situation. But that's on the back end of justice being served and the blindfold coming off, right? So that's on the back end of it. Justice being served in some way, shape, or form, having to do with maybe old loose ends being tied up. Blindfold coming off on what you are capable of and what you're not capable of at this time. And then having what's left, a decision between the two, what's left. Okay, so what I get here with these two, this is the deceptive energy I'm talking about. So when life gives you lemons, that is what I'm kind of coming up with right now. When life gives you lemons, right? It's usually the lesser of two evils, but it doesn't seem like that for you. And it seems like for some odd reason, you're not actually prepared or waiting around. You're not expecting retribution or retaliation for these actions, whether it was you that performed the self-sabotage or the underhanded manipulation, kind of forcing square peg into round hole issue, that you're not really waiting around for the repercussions of that. And I think it's a do or die situation. Like it wasn't the lesser of two evils, but it was the best way to the end goal or the end game for you. Need a little more information on that, on how it turns out, and if you should have that expectation or that idea. Like, I don't really give advice like that, but here I'm just reading the cards. So no, work with what you're given. Three of Cups. Three of Pentacles here, it's things are working in your favor, but it ends up being detrimental. Okay, so you working with the energies that are around you. You're like playing a game of reaction as opposed to action, right? You're reacting off of what you think life has given you, hand over fist, trying to gain ground any which way but loose. And there's that Ten of Swords, and I'm kind of concerned about the Ten of Swords, but that's where the truth comes out. That's where like light exposes the things done in the dark. Or, so Cancer, in this situation, I want to say make that decision. When it comes to it, don't make the decision based on what he would do or what she would do or what I should do in this situation, but make the decision based on what works best for the future. Uh, feel that karma vibe, you know, in this situation. Feel that karma vibe. Well, do unto others as I would have them do unto me. I want to keep this line straight because it's my foundation line on this new building, in this new atmosphere. So if I fudge the line a little bit, then the whole foundation of the building will be tilted either to the left or to the right or be a little bit shaky. If I tilt that foundation line just a little bit, that building won't stand if it goes too far up. So you might want to make the sacrifices now, right? So that it benefits you better in the future, as opposed to working with what's given to you or working with the energies that are around you impatiently or seeking that instant gratification, right? When based on a decision what works best for me, and not expecting that what goes around comes around to come around, because even though it looks like it's working in a downfall favor. It's straight ahead towards a brick wall. So make your sacrifices now and in the upcoming future. Like I said, I did the reading for the upcoming month. Further in advance than that, start laying the foundations for something that you know will stand the test of time, not something that works for the time being. You understand? You got to keep that into perspective when you're dealing with these energies here. All right. So is there anything else that my Cancer need to know for the upcoming month? Anything else that my Cancers need to know? All right. Hmm. Loose ends to be tied up. That's what the Fool in reverse says to me. Loose ends to be tied up. See, I can't jump forward if I have all this stuff in the back that's kind of holding me back or deserving my attention. And I cut this tie and I cut this tie and I'm able to get just a little bit further. And I cut this tie back here and I can get just a little bit further into the future. So keep in mind that we can't get a new electric bill started until we paid off the old electric bill kind of feeling. And also what I have here is the Nine of Wands in the upright. Uh, be a little defensive, be a little proactive, be a little forward thinking, thinking of the future. Don't just seize any opportunity that comes knocking at your door. That's beautiful. And it may seem like you're carrying a lot, or it may put you in a position to be dealing with a lot. See, the Two of Pentacles right here, they're juggling a little bit more than they can carry. It's an idea that I'm in a circus, in a balancing act, like trying to keep the ball rolling or everything up in the air. And it may seem like I'm dealing with a lot, but you will bypass the Ten of Swords, that horrendous backstabbing kind of feeling. It may be harder now, but it's leading to a better destination. You're going to end up bypassing that timeline where you have to learn that hard lesson. So make your decision now. Two of Wands in reverse. Make your decision now on what path you're going to take, the high road or the low road. Am I working towards a long-term foundational future, or am I working for short-term gains that easily wash away like lines in the sand? All right, Cancer. That's all I have for you today at Eyes to See Tarot. Please come back and see me again. Until next time.